at Business Summit. Manufacturers Association of Nigeria cautions federal government from demarketing local industries. On the foreign scene, Nepal's regional passenger plane crash kills 18 people. And in sport, Nigeria's basketball player dismisses speculation about leaving current club side in Spain. Now the details. I am John Omoaka. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his team in the State Executive Council have reeled out new investment focus and areas of opportunities before potential investors at the third edition of Africa's Social Impact Summit. Sanwo-Olu told the forum that Lagos is projecting a positive economic outlook given its expanding population and development of sustainable infrastructure to drive growth. In spite of the challenging terrain in which many businesses operate, Sanwo-Olu said the state economy had demonstrated remarkable resilience to sustain existing businesses and welcome new investment. Commissioner for Commerce, Cooperatives, Trade and Investment, Folashade Ambrose Mendebem, said Lagos State, as the nation's commercial nerve center, had become a beacon of economic activity driven by commitment to fostering conducive environment for business and investment. Ambrose Mendebem said the Sanwo-Olu administration had grown the state's GDP from 27 trillion to 41 trillion within 5 years. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has been commended for the developmental strides of his administration in Lagos State through the Themes Plus agenda. Newly elected chairman of Island Club, Rotimi Martins, was stated this when he led other executive members to pay a courtesy call on Governor Sanwo-Olu at the Lagos House, Ikeja, noted that all these efforts are pointers to inclusiveness and a vibrant future for the state. Martins will inform the governor, who is the patron of the club, on the various activities and intervention projects embarked upon, said an infrastructural renewal fund has been launched to further solidify the identified projects.
Deepest appreciation to Mr. Governor for the remarkable work you and your team are doing in Lagos State. The implementation of the Team Plus agenda is transforming the lives of Lagosians, fostering development, and creating a brighter future for all.
In his response, Governor Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by his Chief of Staff, Tayo Ainde, congratulated the new executive members of the club and lauded all the initiatives, promising government's continued support towards the club.
I want to welcome you to Lagos State Government on behalf of your patron, who will have loved to be here to receive these new formed executive members of this great club. Island Club is a very, very important club in Lagos State, and it's one of the oldest multinational clubs in Nigeria.
Gifts were presented to the delegation as a sign of the hospitality nature of the state. Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget, Okpe George, has identified social inclusion, gender equality, and youth participation as key to the success of the 2025 budget. George made this known in his address at the Lagos State Government 2025 Budget Consultative Forum in Ikeja Division. The commissioner noted that the consultative forum, scheduled to hold in 5 divisions of the state, is to bring governance closer to the people and obtain people's ideas and feedback. George explained that Lagos State remains resilient, noting that 23% of the state budget for this year has been reserved for the provision of important infrastructure projects, including Ikeja Overpass Bridge, Lagos Red Line Rail, Okpebi Ojota Link Bridge, Egon Igondo Housing Scheme, and Mushi Food Hub.
We're here to sort of hear from the people and ensure that as a government, we're a responsive government, and we can sort of take back the information they give us and go back and feed into our budget, which we're all currently in process of going through. We're okay with our indices, our sustainability levels are quite good. We can always do better with our IGR. We're also looking at also ensuring that increasing other forms of IGR as opposed to just the regular acts which we do. So it's all work in progress.
Special Advisor to the Governor on Economic Planning and Budget, Lekan Balogun, in his welcome speech, stated that the forum is an opportunity to share ideas with the citizens working towards a greater Lagos. Stakeholders at the event commended the Lagos State government for the initiative, which will encourage citizens' participation in the governance process.
The three key things are the challenges of the PWDs in Lagos State. One is health, the second one is housing, the third one is employment. So if the person with disability has a gainful employment, he or she will be able to pay for the house rent.
And foremost, we appreciate this organization and the program because it has given us sense of belonging, and we appreciate the fact that they have extended the program to youths also. So it is a very, very laudable one. At least it is a moment of the government giving us feedback and then requesting information from us to know what we need to be updated.
It's a good one because at least it gives the people, the masses, the opportunity to express their wants, what they need from government, so that government can note them and implement them in the budget.
Our reporter, Kayode Mafolashere, reports that the event was attended by various stakeholders, including local government chairmen, traditional rulers, Community Development Committee, chairmen, representatives of National Association of Persons with Disabilities, market men and women, among others. In preparation for the commencement of the e-collab system on the Lekki-Epe corridor on 1st of August, the Lagos State government has continued to engage stakeholders on the project's implementation. During a stakeholders engagement meeting in Lausa, the Commissioner for Transportation, Oluwaseun Oshiyemi, emphasized the initiative's importance in ensuring seamless traffic flow in the Lekki-Epe corridor, urging stakeholders to disseminate the commencement information to their teams. Oshiyemi highlighted the Lekki-Epe zone as a major investment hub and affirmed the state government's commitment to preventing its deterioration. He also noted that the state government has zero tolerance for non-compliance and enforcement will be stringent. Special Advisor to the Governor on Transportation, Shola Giwa, encouraged full stakeholders' collaboration in replicating the success of the e-collab system in Apapa on Lekki-Epe zone. In his own contribution, Permanent Secretary Olawale Mpusa expressed gratitude to the stakeholders for their commitment to the e-collab project and urged them to ensure its success. He assured that traffic enforcement personnel would be on ground to carry out full enforcement and ensure compliance. The Lagos State chapter of All Progressives Congress, APC, has joined other well-meaning Nigerians appealing for peace to reign in the country at this period. In a statement, Lagos APC spokesperson Sheye Oladejo, while acknowledging the peaceful prospect, protests are an integral component of a democratic governance, expressed concerns about the predictable attendant violence and loss of lives and property. According to the statement, the mass destruction of public and private assets during the NSAS protest, which started as a harmless demonstration, remains fresh in memory. The party urged governments at the federal, state, and local levels to remain sensitive. Attentive, receptive, and responsible to the yearnings of the teeming population, most especially the youth, in order to continue to engender confidence and uphold its onerous constitutional responsibility to protect the lives and property of all and sundry. It said the party takes solace in the assurance that patriotic Nigerians will not be deceived into avoidable carnage by people with ulterior motives. Now to the rest of the stories. The Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, MAN, has cautioned the federal government from demarketing local industries. MAN Director General Segun Ajayi Kadri said government agencies that provide regulatory oversight functions should promote an enabling business environment for local investments to thrive. Ajayi Kadri said no regulatory agency should cast a shadow over a homegrown investment like the Dangote refinery. According to him, Local investors in Nigeria play a vital role in driving economic growth, paying taxes, creating jobs, and fostering development within the country. The association also called for caution from major actors, government agencies, and regulators in the oil and gas sector of the economy regarding the federal government's Dangote refinery saga. The federal government has announced a slash in allowances of foreign scholars who are currently stranded in Russia, Morocco, and Algeria, among others, by 12.7% due to economic hardship in Nigeria. Minister of Education, Tahir Mamman, said the government's decision was contained in a memo signed by the director of the Federal Scholarship Board. Mamman noted that students are studying under government's bilateral educational agreement scholarship, which was established for the purpose of education exchange between Nigeria and the partnering countries. The Federal Scholarship Board is supervising the scholarship under the Federal Ministry of Education. Now to foreign news. 18 people have been killed in the crash of a regional passenger plane belonging to Nepal's Suryal Airlines. Civil Aviation Authority of Nepal said the plane crashed and caught fire on the east side of the runway during takeoff from the capital, Kathmandu. Spokesman for Kathmandu's Chibuban International Airport, Tej Bahadur Podal, said only the pilot was rescued alive and is receiving treatment at a hospital. Kathmandu Airport was closed temporarily after the crash but reopened within hours. Now sports. Nigeria's senior men's basketball player, the Tigers, Chima Moneke, has dismissed speculation about leaving his current club, Baskonia Victoria Gasteiz in Spain. Moneke will represent Nigeria at the AfroBasket qualifiers in 2020, confirm his commitment to Baskonia Victoria Gasteiz via his X account. He expressed enthusiasm about the upcoming season and his discussions with the club's coach, Palu Lasso. And that's the news at 9. But just before we go, you maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X at Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration generated 12,350 jobs and empowered 17,469 direct and indirect beneficiaries through the Lagos State Agro Processing Productivity Enhancement and Livelihood Improvement Support Appeals? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his team and the State Executive Council have ruled out new investment focus in areas of opportunities before potential investors at the third edition of Africa's Social Impact Summit. The Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, MAN, has cautioned the federal government from demarketing local industries. We also told you that 18 people have been killed in a crash of a regional passenger plane belonging to Nepal's Suryal Airlines. And in sport, Nigeria's senior men's basketball player, the Tigers, Chima Moneke, has dismissed speculation about leaving his current club, Baskonia Victoria Gasteiz in Spain. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Sadiq Yusuf. I am John Omoaka. Thank you very much for listening.
Don't you think it is better to get the updates fast and undiluted from a trusted and reliable source than to hear it from just any other station? Get the authentic traffic report from Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, moving Lagos forward.
Attention!